What's up, everyone? This is the Lucas Ross Sports Channel, and it is time to give you my 5 reasons why I think Georgia could win the 2023 National Championship game. And basically how this video works, once again, you saw my 5 reason videos, like with the semifinal predictions and all that. I basically just give you 5 keys that, what it takes for Georgia to win the national championship against the TCU Horned Frogs. The national championship game will be held on Monday, January the 9th, so we're pretty much in the last running of the college football season. It will come down to an end next Monday, and that's how pretty much the video works, is that I give you 5 keys for Georgia to win this game, what guys will step up, what unit will step up as well. So that's how the video works. Tomorrow I'll give you the TCU 5 reason video, and then I'll pretty much give you the 2023 National Championship game prediction sometime this week, so stay tuned for that video. So let's just jump right into it here with my 5 reasons why I think Georgia could win the 2023 National Championship. We'll start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Number 5 reason is the offensive line. If you look at this Georgia offensive line over the year, they've been pretty good. Offensively, they've been able to protect Stetson Bennett a lot, give him plenty of time to throw the football. And even when Stetson Bennett is under pressure, the offensive lineman continues to do their job. And, looking at this Georgia offensive line, they're going to have to be the key in this game. They have to protect Stetson Bennett from the TCU defense. We saw that in the game against Michigan. They like to pressure the quarterback. They got pressure on J.J. McCarthy. Stetson Bennett, I think, has more speed than J.J. McCarthy when he's out of the pocket. But I think the offensive lineman is going to be pretty key in this one in order to get Stetson Bennett plenty of time to throw the football. So I think Georgia pretty much has to rely on their offensive line and get ready to really play against this TCU defensive line that's pretty good. But they're also going to have to protect the running game as well. Georgia's offensive line is going to have to just do everything they can to block for the running game and also give Stetson Bennett plenty of time to throw the football. So I think that's how Georgia could possibly win this game. That's a number 5 reason. The number 4 reason is Kenny Mcintosh, the running back for Georgia. He's also the reason why I think Georgia could win as well. You look at Kenny Mcintosh's stats, he's been pretty good this season, leads the team in rushing as well. And I think the last Georgia 5 reasons video, I pretty much, said the running backs. I said pretty much all the running backs have to step up, but I think it's just Kenny Mcintosh here heading into this game next Monday, January the 9th in the National Championship. He's going to have a big game. And I'm not saying it's going to just come down to him, though. It's down to that offensive lineman. If they can give him plenty of room to run the football, he'll have a really good game. If Kenny Mcintosh can use his moves, he has some great NFL-type moves, and also he can break tackles. He had a pretty good one against Ohio State, so we'll see what Kenny Mcintosh can do against this TCU defense that can stop the run pretty well, but I think he can pretty much, get plenty of open spaces and probably perhaps have a good game in this one. I think it's going to come down to just him, though. I think the running game is pretty much going to come down to both, all the running backs on Georgia, but I think it's Kenny Mcintosh. I think he does have to have a really good game, and I think that's the number 4 reason why I think Georgia could win the national championship is with Kenny Mcintosh. He's been there for a while. He's a senior now, so he's going to have to make this game. He's going to have to really make this game count. That's my number 4 reason. My number 3 reason is Kirby Smart. Kirby Smart, the head coach for Georgia. It's going to come down to motivation for this team from Kirby Smart. Looking at Kirby Smart, the way he's recruited and also, the way he led this team to the national championship game and now led him to the undefeated season, he's got a chance to win back-to-back national championships as a head coach. He's starting to probably look like the Nick Saban of Georgia, perhaps because he was a former defensive coordinator there. You go back to his defensive coordinating ways, winning the national championship with Alabama with Nick Saban, and now coming into Georgia to win some national championships. Yeah, Georgia is starting to look like a powerhouse program with Kirby Smart as their head coach. And he has one of the best staffs in the country as well. You got Will Muschamp, the defensive coordinator, also. So you got 2 defensive coaches that just have been there for a very long time in this college football game and also, the college football world. But Kirby Smart is the reason why I think we could see Georgia win back-to-back national championships. He's not my number 1 reason, but I think he is pretty close to that. It's going to come down to motivation from Kirby Smart and the whole entire coaching staff. But Kirby Smart leads this team to the national championship game once again, and he's led this defense and also the offense to really some explosive ways. Now we get to the top two reasons. These are the most important ones, I believe, for Georgia heading into the 2023 national championship game. The number two reason is the defense. I think the defense is going to be the big reason as well. You look at this defense from where it was a year ago. The defense is not as good as as it was last year, but they've gotten better. This Georgia team has given up a lot of points in the last couple games that they played. Of course, that one came against LSU. They gave up a lot of points in that one. They also gave up a lot of points against Ohio State. But we knew in that game LSU would score, and also we knew Ohio State could score because they pretty much have an explosive offense with C.J. Stroud at quarterback. But this defense still played pretty hard. They pretty much gave Ohio State some, C.J. Stroud a tough throw sometimes, but the defense overall is going to have to really step up in this game. In order to pressure Max Duggan, they're going to have to bring the blitz at all times and also try to sack him. That's going to be the key there for this Georgia defense. And they're going to have to play their best game. This is the game right here. I believe that Georgia could play their best game. Not saying they're going to just yet, but I think they could. So I think, Georgia obviously will have to play their best defensive game, no matter what's at stake. I mean, it's the national championship, emotions run high, and Georgia's defense is going to have to really let all the emotions go and really play some good defensive football. Now, the safeties are going to have to step up as well for Georgia, maybe get some turnovers, and the defensive line's going to have to step up as well. But this team can stop the run. No doubt about it, this team can stop the run. They can really play some good defensive running games, so we'll see how that goes. That's the number two reason why. And my number one reason why I think Georgia could win the national championship, you probably already know who it is. It's Stetson Bennett, the quarterback for Georgia, has now led this team to back-to-back national championship game appearances. And it's going to come down to him. It's going to come down to his throwing game. It's also going to come down to the passing game of Stetson Bennett. Can he get plenty of time to throw the football? Remember last year, Stetson Bennett wasn't playing a really good game at all against Alabama, but he started to pick it up, and this Georgia offense really relied around him and make sure that he got plenty of time to throw it in the pocket. But yeah, overall, Stetson Bennett has had a good season. We got a, veteran quarterback here. He's in his last year. And, you think about where Stetson Bennett has been ever since he was at Georgia. When he first entered at Georgia, he was a walk-on, and he came the starter last year, led this team to the national championship. Now he's got a chance to do it again, back-to-back national championships for this Georgia team. If he can do that, Stetson Bennett, in my opinion, is probably the best quarterback in Georgia history. I'm saying that right now. I don't think y'all would probably agree with that with me, but Stetson Bennett's got what it takes. If he can get plenty of time to throw the football with his offensive line, just like I said, he's going to have a big performance, just like I said as well. So Stetson Bennett also can run the football. If he can run the football pretty well, I mean, he's going to have a really good game as well. So, and that's my number one reason why I think Georgia could win the national championship, is with a quarterback like Stetson Bennett. And those are my 5 reasons why I think Georgia could win the national championship game against TCU. Let me guys know what you think about these 5 reasons for Georgia. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll give you the TCU video, and then I'll give you a score prediction and also a prediction for the national championship game coming up on January the 9th. Thank you guys for watching this video. Keep subscribing if you are new to this channel, and also keep the views up. And stay tuned here for more on the Lucas Ross Sports Channel.